Okay, dear students, welcome to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the different elements of the mechatronic system. On the last term, we have seen that the mechatronic system is the combination of the mechanical, electrical, computer, and electronics. Here we see that first it is the mechanical element that is used in the mechatronic system designing. There are several type of the mechanical elements like as shown is gear, rack and pinion arrangement. These are the commonly used mechanical elements which are widely used in the industries. Now some other mechanical element like nut and bolt, cam and follower, robotic arm. These are the mechanical electromechanical elements. These are also widely used. Now some sensors and actuators, that is the electronics, come in the category of the electronics, like that is the transmitter and receiver that can be used to find out the distance, like we are talking about the present situation that there will be driverless cars, and to detect the obstacle, if we put the sensor and receiver here, then infrared rays will move towards the target, towards the obstacle, and it will detect it that how far is the obstacle. So that is the transmitter and receiver model which are widely used to detect the obstacles in the different situations. Some other elements like the motor, that is widely used to rotate anything, or that is used for the purpose of the robotics. Motors are widely used like the AC motor or DC motor for the bulky load. Generally, we use the DC motor, but if the load is lighter, then AC motors are the used. Pneumatic cylinders are also used for applying the force. So these are all the mechanical, electromechanical elements which are widely used in the industry. Now we will see the some electrical and electronic components like the resistors, capacitors, inductors. These are the basic elements to design any circuit. Transformer is also electrical element that is used for step up and step down of the voltage. Like simple example is our mobile charger, in which we detect the AC that is coming at the 220 volt in the houses. Now our battery of the mobile is at about 3.7 to 5 volt range. So first, with the help of the this transformer, this voltage is down, and then it is rectified. We will use the transformer and rectifier in this circuit. So these are the basic elements which are widely used in the circuits. Now it is the capacitor, that is used to store the voltage, and we can see that is the IC that have made all the devices in the compact size. Since the development of the IC, the circuits have are the very large size, but after 1970, when the semiconductor technology is developed and ICs are made, then they have reduced and compact the size of the our system. Some simple basic ICs like the 741 IC that is widely used. If we see that 741 IC, it has the 8 pins in the 741 IC, and it is widely used to design the amplifiers or different type of the circuits like the integrators, differentiators. One single IC can have several components. Like we can divide or we can categorize it into the several categories like the SSI technology, small scale integration, in which one IC can have about 10 components, medium scale integration, in which the IC have about 100 components, LSI large scale integration, IC can have about 1000 components, and very large scale integration where the IC can have the more than 1000 components. So that all come in the category of the mechatronics. We also use suitable interface or hardware like the ADC, that is the analog to digital converter. Because our जो computer है that understand only digital signals. If we measure any physical variable, then our signal will be in the analog form, and this signal, analog signal, is converted into the digital form with the help of the analog to digital converter or ADC. Now that signal is digitized and used in the computer. After using this signal in the computer, because final element understand only the analog signal, so the DAC is also used, digital to analog converter, which convert the digital signal into the analog form and which operate the final element, that can be the valve, relay. These are the final element which operate with the help of the analog signals. So we can say ADC, DAC, counter, timers, microprocessor, microcontrollers, data acquisition system, DAC card, DSP board. That is the DSP. That is means digital signal processing. That is like a board that control the that manage the digital signals and provide to the computer. In this manner, we see that several type of the electronic circuits are used. Now the computer information system, that is the several type of the softwares, like it is the MATLAB software that is widely used for the scientific purpose. MATLAB is widely used, that in MATLAB we can simulate the circuit, that is a Simulink model of the MATLAB before designing. any circuit in the final form. First, it is designed on the MATLAB Simulink model, and if we observe, we check the circuit on the several input like the step input, ramp input, and if we get the correct output, then that is physically circuit is made. In the similar manner, virtual instrumentation, National Instruments NI company is making the virtual instrument software that is also widely used, because in the virtual instrumentation there is a no need of using the physical instruments. It can be virtually used, like we can use virtually CRO, function generator, other instruments, and that can we can check the different circuit with the help of it. So here we can see that in this manner several type of the circuits are used in the mechatronic system. Typical knowledge base for optimal design and operation of the mechatronic system consists of like the dynamic system modeling, decision making, sensor and signal conditioning, actuator and power electronics, data acquisition system, ADC and DAC cards, timer, counter, hardware, software, embedded system, which is recently widely used embedded system, that is the combination of the hardware or the software and suitable application system software is used to design the embedded system, like our fingerprint system. That is the simple example of the fingerprint, is the example of the thumb impression we take. That is a simple example of the embedded system. We can say that mechatronics contain the several elements, several softwares, hardwares, mechanical component, electronic component, ICs, and by using combinedly these components, we can design any mechatronic circuit, any mechatronic system or machine. Okay, thank you very much.